Hey yo, what's up everybody? PC Monk here with another Bitcoin video. Now, but without further ado, what a fucking disaster yesterday right here. What a fucking disaster. I mean, it was a couple of good trades in it, right? But they fade away quickly and you had to TP. Anyhow, I think today we're going to continue up. We do have a little bit of interest over here. I thought about it yesterday, but yesterday we just consolidated at the bottom because I was thinking about, okay, this would be so fast if we just do it today, but they didn't. They consolidated at the bottom. That we cleared this area two times, but we couldn't reach that 105,756. Right. So at this point, we came back to this daily open. So now we're holding this daily open. And if the daily open holds, then it's going to push back first to the swing. Upon regaining the swing, then you're talking about the highs. Now, there is a lot of liquidity around $115,000, $112,000, but there's more around 114. We talked about it way before. So in my eyes, today is going to be an upside all the way here because the big money has not yet taken profit, guys. Think about it. Throughout October, we've been only dumping. Dump, 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 and consolidation, 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 consolidation. Today should be a day that we might want to see another high. All right, and these highs are going to be very fast, and they're probably going to fade away again, just like the previous high that we did. The point is to take the profit and then build your shorts, play the market. Don't let the market play you. But overall, I think it's gonna come back up for a new high. But this time it could be a little bit faster, or we could come all the way over here. This is the main target, right around 120, 121 to 123, right? Now, is it going to happen today? I mean, listen, we dumped 20K in a day. We can pump it back in a day. So we know there's a lot of sell-side liquidity around there. What we need to do, there's a lot we need to do, but it could just pick the volume, pick the velocity. But as soon as you come above this level, this 4-hour level, which is 115,348, that is it. You're looking for the all-time high again, right? In my opinion, and at least close to it. Obviously, you do have some more levels, but I think there's a little bit of manipulation going on with it. So with that being said, and especially with us holding the 108,887, there's a good chance that we could continue to gain that $114,000, this one, if I'm right, which we changed it after that. Yeah, this was $114,000. I changed it to 115,350 because of some movements that happened. So this is the same thing that was happening down here, right? So you're basically gonna either hold that or come back and hold the low, which is gonna be the same level which we talked for a long time. Okay, so with that being said, there are a lot of things to do, but something tells me that today BTC is going to pick up the volume and the velocity and might just slice a level or two without even retesting it. So this is what I think about for upside. Right now, as you get here, okay, you can come back all the way down, remember. But one thing aside of that, the big money has not yet taken profit. Where are they going to take profit? We're going to take a look at that too. So you're aiming for this, right? You go above this daily, game on. Towards downside, you obviously have to lose the daily first, so 108,800. So as soon as we go below this today, I'll be looking for shorts, right? And I'm gonna go on the 1 hour, right? So you're gonna lose this. Hold on. You're gonna lose it. Come back all the way to the beginning, maybe even below the daily, right? Or you could hit this finally, bounce back up. You either gain it or not, and then continue down. That's gonna be your down, right? One or the other. Now, the daily open today is very important as well. We have to pay attention to this, okay? Because this is a big support, and we could see it right here. This apparently is a big support on a 1 hour and the 4 hour, okay? And it's the daily open, so it talks a lot, right? And there's a lot more confluence to say, like, okay, so hold on a second. If we go on a 4 hour right now and we talk about this, we dumped here two times. So this was the first time, right? This is basically Monday. This is Asian market. We dumped it, we pumped it, we dumped it. We held it. We pumped it again from the Monday Asian market, okay? We pumped it again. This time we came back, we cleared it with this move. And this is actually a painful move because I was at the top of it. I didn't take this. This was a $50. I think I was live on the stream. After that, I was a little bit off. But anyway, we did it two times. Then we're shifting away again. Are you joking? Are we shifting away again? But this time slow to fill this volume imbalance. Now let's take a look at the liquidations. I'll take a look at the chat after I'm done. So, but what's up? This is model number 1, 48 hours BTC. You're looking at it. All right, you can see there are liquidation towards the downside, no doubt about it. We could come back and clear these people, even continue to go lower. All right, but towards upside, you could see a lot of liquidation built from this top, and people got added to it. They added. A lot more shorts were added to the point that from here, did a lot more shorts starting to add, and you can see the shorts got liquidated there, and then we are coming back, and there are some liquidations right here. So probably after this, we'll be aiming for 111, 283, and after that, we're talking about the $114,000 range. Starts from basically 114,400 all the way to 900. This is 48 hours, by the way. Now let's take a look at it on the 3 days. On the 3 days, we could see around 105, we do have some to take, right? But the most big liquidation cluster in one cluster is 69 million, is $114,860, right? And this is 3 days, still model number 1. Now we're looking at model number 3. All right, so the model number 3, this is at 84. It shows you, if I zoom out, that to the upside, we have more liquidation to take than to the downside. And to the downside, the big liquidation is at 105 and below 105, right? This is like a model number 3. We're looking at bigger numbers. Okay. Now, this is a zoomed version on a 0.9 threshold on a 3-day on model number 3, which means we're looking at the most biggest possible liquidation clusters, okay? So these are the liquidation clusters. I'm sorry, actually the minimum. Let's put it the other way, the minimum, all right? So these are the clusters that are the minimum, but big. We could see that there are around 150. Now let's go back to model number 1, where we were looking at one big cluster around 69 million. Where is that? 114. So if you come back to this, you understand above 114, there are still a lot of liquidations. Excuse me. A lot of liquidations shattered around the price, okay? I'll talk about the difference between these 3 models later on. Now, let's talk about 1-day BTC. You can see towards upside, just around $110,000, we're gonna do 1.7 billion worth of liquidations. Around $105,000, we're gonna do 1.66. Now, if this decides to come back up on a 7-day basis, you can see there's not much there's not much towards upside compared to the downside. But keep that in mind. This 4.26 billion that we're talking about, around 116, okay, or around 112,563, we're talking about 2.56 billion, okay? This number is mostly the traders getting liquidated, while these high leverage, they are mostly high leverage people getting liquidated. The difference, I've talked about the difference numerous times, but the difference is when you liquidate a low leverage trader, there's more money lost from the trader, okay? But when you liquidate a high leverage trader, most of the money is from the exchange or from the market maker himself. So he's not making that much money on that, right? So that is why you are always interested in in the low leverage liquidations more than the high leverage liquidations, if that makes sense. Now, we're talking about those essentially as we are coming up. So we know the amount of liquidation is big, right? But the leverage is not that big. That tells us most of it is the trader's money that will get liquidated on the smooth towards the upside. Now, we've talked about that. The only thing I didn't talk about it with you guys is the large orders. So we could talk about the large orders as well. And then after that, that would be it for the YouTube video. Now, here comes the large orders. It's loading. It's loading. Come on, bro. All right, there you go. Now, when I say the big money is about to take profit, this is what I mean. You could see there's a lot of bids here, right? There's a lot of bids here. Now, let me just go into 1 hour and show you guys the sells, the asks. All right, let's see how much asks and bids we have cumulatively, right? You can see the asks are way more, they're dominant, right? So let's not talk about 120 range. 116,900. How much perpetual and spot we got? So we could say the sell field is only 168 million. The sell orders remain on perpetual is 409 million, right? And then there's some on spot as well. Now we know around the high there are big amounts lying around right there, right? Not as much as towards downside. With the liquidation around 114 and 116, you can see the amount of orders around there as well, right? Around the sells. Now, these are the buy orders around here, and they're heavy as well. What do you know? All the way to $99,000, which we're still waiting, by the way. I'm still waiting for that. I might not get it, but we'll see what happens. So now, with this being said, this means that the big money is taking profit from all the longs that they did around here, all right? And this is the perpetual look on it. You can see the pinks. The yellows are the buys, the pinks are not. So some people bought around here. That's interesting. I think that went wrong, but anyway, these are more sells. And with that being said, guys, I think we're probably gonna continue to go up. But if we lose this daily level, this is gonna be the sign that we might just continue down for that $105,000. So this daily is very important for me as long as we are above it. Looking forward towards upside as long, and then if we lose it, I'll be looking for 105,756 first, and then from there the next level, and go on and go on. We do not have anything important about the news, but tomorrow it's going to be CPI. I think that will be important. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay green. Until next time, peace out.